Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. We are going to start the poem I Dream a World by James Langston Hughes. Let's give you the brief introduction of the poet Langston Hughes. He was born on 1st February 1902 in USA and he died of cancer on 12th May 1967. Being a black poet, he wrote for the Afro-Americans and for the Negroes. He also wrote many short stories, poems, plays, and novels. For the common people, these common people were the Negroes. He believed that everyone should be given the same amount of respect because everyone is created equal. In his memory, in New York, his residence was renamed as Langston Hughes Palace. Before we move towards the poem, I would like to give you the brief introduction of Harlem Renaissance. This is basically the movement in which many educated people like Langston Hughes participated for the rights of Negroes. Harlem is a district in New York, and in Harlem, it is occupied, this place is occupied by the black people. Renaissance basically means the revival of learning, social revival of not only learning, the social, political, economic, and scientific rebirth and renewal of the age. This was the time of rebirth that is called Renaissance. But what is Harlem Renaissance? This is the movement, as I told you, and Harlem Renaissance is the revival of literature of Negroes in which they talked about, basically it emerged in 1920, and in which they talked about that all the Negroes should be aware of their rights and should be given the new respect. And this movement demanded the African Americans' rights. So Harlem Renaissance is the movement for Africans' rights. What is the main theme? The poem I Dream a World. As the title suggests that the poet is dreaming for a world. This is the world of utopia he talks about. The literal meaning of utopia is no place. It means that the world that the poet is dreaming, this place, this that does not exist anywhere. He just talks about this kind of world in dreams because this is the perfect and ideal place where perfect harmony should be there, where everyone's voice values and counts matters, and the poet gives the universal message of peace, means peace for all humanity, for everyone. He does not talk about only for the Negroes. He talks about the political and social justice. The political means that they wanted to be free from apartheid system, from the government cruelty of government, and that is why in I Dream a World, in his dream, he is optimistic. He is hopeful for the new world for Negroes where there is no class distinction and it is all the world of utopia. An imaginary world which has no link with the real world. This is the main theme, that I Dream a World is a world of utopia. What is the significance of the title? I Dream a World. You know that the dreams are linked basically with your unconscious world, and that is unconscious is your opposite to reality, that you dream for the things which you feel that in life cannot be fulfilled. And the world, this is the world of the world of dreams is the world of imagination, where poet escapes, gets, takes himself there. He takes refuge there because, as Langston Hughes, since his childhood, been suffering, been facing the discrimination and segregation against these Negroes. That is why he has given this beautiful title, I Dream a World. And this is the world of imagination, this is the world of dreams. And he is taking refuge of all the cruelties of the world in his world of dreams. Let's see that his dreams will be fulfilled or not. It means he's talking about the world of idealism to be turned into realism, an ideal place to be changed into real world and real place where they can enjoy. Some figures of speech are very much important role in this poem. That is, first of all, personification. You know that personification means that when human qualities are associated, linked with an idea, with anything, animal or non-living things, that human quality is associated, we take it as personification. Here, love in this poem, love will rule and peace will beautify the world. Love and peace are personified here, are given human traits. The love is ruling and peace is bringing beauty in the world. So beautiful personification. It personification helps in visualizing the purpose of the object. It means that we can easily understand the purpose of the love and peace in human life, which creates an emotional attachment towards towards these the feeling of love and aspect of peace. And being human, we can understand the nature and action of the object being personified. Again, it means that we can easily understand the role of love and peace in human beings' life. This is the role of personification that we easily can understand. Then simile is used. You know that when two different things are compared by using like, as, and so, it is called simile. In this poem, joy like a pearl attains the needs of mankind. Joy is compared with pearl by the use of like here. This is the simile that I will be explaining you there further in stanza. Simile, the use of simile, it enhances the description by offering a new image. Means this is the new image of pearl, and it creates a new feeling, new aspect, new thought in your mind when it is compared with joy. It enhances creative abilities in a way that you start developing logical reasoning and analytical reasoning. What is the reason of comparison of joy with pearl? And this parallelism and comparison, it expands your better understanding and clarifies the meaning that what poet wants to explain. So let's begin the first stanza, that what the poet wants to basically express. Let me read. Where I dream a world where man, no other man, will scorn, where love will bless the earth and peace its path adorn. Scorn means hate, hatred. Adorn means to decorate. And what is the personification? Love is personified here. Love is going to spread the blessings to everyone. You know that love is an oxygen for everyone. It is the supreme passion, you can say. And love can surrender anything or anyone. It is opposite to, you can see, hatred, which gives birth to destruction. Hatred gives birth to destruction, basically distortion. and then the personification of peace that is going to beautify the land. Whether you talk about mental peace or physical comforts, both that bring facilities and you can say that satisfaction in your life. And this is the role of peace and love that is personified, that these are the, it means, original beauties of the world that everyone wants. And the grammatical analysis of the poem, when we look at that aspect, nobody and everybody, these indefinite pronouns, that the a beautiful expression of indefinite pronouns, that it really gives the impact that poet does not allow anybody to bring destruction in anyone's life, and it becomes a responsibility of everyone to play the part to bring the beauties of the world, in the joys of the world in everyone's life. So love and peace are personified beautifully here in the poem. And then moving ahead towards the next stanza. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soil, no avarice blights our day. Saps mean to destroy, to undermine. Blights is again to spoil, to destroy. Avarice means greed. Here, greed and freedom are basically personified by the poet. Let's begin. Freedom. Freedom is personified. Freedom is going to find its way. That is very much sweet. That is going to make your life beautiful one. That is opposite to slavery. You know that the life of a slave is worse than the life of a dead person. So this is the role of freedom in your life. That freedom leads to the blissful life where all bounties are enjoyed. And when he talks about you can say that this freedom is a great personification, but he when he talks about the greed, he says that the greed spoils and saps your soul. You know that a greedy person, he does not let you to enjoy the basic necessities of life. And as Nelson Mandela talks about salt, water and bread for all, that he wants these basic necessities for everyone, and greedy person does not let you to have all these facilities. So the poet does not let greed to just bring destruction in your life. This is the in this way the freedom and greed are personified here. That freedom is going to find out its way, and greed will not be allowed to bring dissatisfaction in anybody's life. All will know. Look here, the expression of all, again indefinite pronoun. It means that the poet wants this freedom in everybody's life. Or he talks about all humanity to enjoy the bounties of the earth. So, beautiful expression here again. The next stanza, the third one. The poet says, "Oh, I dream a world where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth, and every man free." So here the poet talks about these bounties of the earth, where there will be no injustice, no discrimination, no rejection, and the bounties of the earth are the basic needs that are already explained. And he wants this world of dreams to be turned into reality where love, peace, respect, and freedom. These are the basic bounties of the earth, that God has created man as the crown of creation, and He wants these bounties to be enjoyed by all human beings, whether they are white or black, whatever race they be. Again, indefinite pronouns for every man. Again, indefinite pronouns shows that he talks about all the humanity, all the human beings who are considered slave and skunk of the world. A beautiful expression again, and beautiful dream that the poet wants to be turned into reality. Then the last stanza, where wretchedness will hang its head and joy like a pearl attends the needs of all mankind. So, what is the basically desire of the poet in the poem, in the last stanza of the poem? Wretchedness is going to hang its head. Wretchedness again is personified here. Wretchedness means misery, poverty that leads you towards deprivation. You know that this a wretched, a miserable, and a poor person, when he observes that all human beings are enjoying joys and love, then the wretchedness obviously will be hanging its head. And here, when this wretchedness will hang its head, when the wretchedness will observe that the joy is or the joys of the world and bounties of the world are enjoyed by not only the Negroes but by everyone. And joy like a pearl. This is like a pearl, a very beautiful simile used. You know that pearl is something priceless, precious, unique, rare, unreal. It seems unreal to have the pearl in your life, that it means that your life has become perfect and blessed one. But if you observe this simile, this comparison, it means that as the pearl is rare, it's similarly joy was rare and unreal to the Negroes, and they are even they're deprived of this smile and joy in their life. But the poet is very much hopeful. He talks about all mankind, again all our world. He talks about all humanity, sense of unity, and these bounties for all humanity he's talking about. It means that when all the Negroes and all the people in the world will be enjoying joys of the world, the wretchedness will directly going to hang its head. And it means that the poet is very much optimistic and hopeful that they will be enjoying their life of freedom with the bounties of the world. So, what is the gist of the poem? That the poet takes refuge in the world of imagination. I dream a world. This is the world of imagination, because the poet has, since his childhood, been suffering and facing the discrimination and segregation. He wants this refuge in his dreams where peace, love, equality, justice, bounties of the world and joys are there. And he wishes for all these blessings of the world to be enjoyed by everyone. And then this imaginary world is opposite to the real world. That is the world of cruelty, discrimination, inequality, injustice, hatred, stress, poverty. Evil is there and bitterness is there. And this real world he wants to be turned into the world of imagination, into utopia world. And he wants the utopia world it turned into this real world. where all these evil aspects should be removed or might be removed from the life of all the Negroes and everyone. So we pay tribute to all the black Negroes, heroes, Martin Luther, Nelson Mandela, Langston Hughes, who have been working throughout their lives for the rights of not only Negroes, but they talked about all the human beings who were kept slave or considered the skunk of the world. This is the greatness of these Negroes or these heroes, these black heroes, and we should pay tribute, and we should not only pay tribute to the heroes like Martin and Nelson and Langston, but we wish we are wishing for such a beautiful life, such the world of utopia, in a world of an ideal world where there is harmony for not only Negroes but for everyone to enjoy, where all the evils should be ended from everyone's life. This was all the theme of the poem. I dream a world, a beautiful dream that came into reality when Nelson Mandela became the president of South Africa. Hopefully, you have understood that poem, and I would be sending you the home task, and within 24 hours you will complete your assignment and then will be marked present. Till now it is all about the poem. Thank you so much, and Allah Hafiz.